everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Bhagyalakshmi D A. As I mentioned in my earlier videos that I'm gonna start birth number series very soon, and from today I'm starting a birth number series. Let's see what we have in birth number. Of course, I'm gonna start the birth number series from number 1. And then what is birth number? Let me give a quick introduction. What is birth number? Birth number is the date of birth of any month and which we will derive it to one digit. For example, if you are born on 1, so just a one digit, you know that is your birth number. So what if I born on 19 or a 28? So you have to add those two digits and then get into one single digit that will be your birth number. So let's start birth number 1. If you are born on 1, 10, 19, 28 of any month, your birth number is 1. So here there is a twist. So if you see 1, 10, they like it's just a 1. You don't have any other digits, like there is no different digits. And then the first thing, the 1, of course, it's ruled by sun. So the 1 is the most powerful number. So all the numbers are most powerful, but they have a different nature, like the different personality, the different characteristics. So the number 1 is the most powerful number. How sun is very powerful, how essential. It's the same way. The number 1 represents the beginning. The number 1 represents willpower, determination, individuality, and strong self-confidence. Here the twist is, as I mentioned, 1 and 10, they're just ruled by sun. When I go to 19 and 28, 19 ruled by sun plus Mars. Like 1 ruled by sun, 9 ruled by Mars. So sun plus Mars equal to sun. So here you can see there are two different planets. So this person will have a slightly different personality than 1 and 10. And then 28, it's actually slightly different from these three. So now I'll be talking about 1 and 10 because there is no much difference, because it's just a 1. They're ruled by only a sun. And then these other two numbers are ruled by the moon, Saturn and Mars. There are 3 different planets comes in those two numbers. So I'm separating it 1 and 10 and then 19 and 28. Let's see how this 1 and 10 people born, like people who are born on 1 and 10, what kind of personalities they have. So as it's about number 1 and here these two the people, it's directly ruled by sun. There are no other intervention, there is no other planet influence. So these guys are like very powerful. They are born leaders and they have a very strong willpower. They have a very strong willpower, and then they're very imaginative. So they are in their own dream. They're in their own dreaming world. That is good. We all have to dream. So they dream big. They're always, not always, but more into imaginative in their own world, in the dreamy world. And then they're very creative. They're very intelligent. So you are a born leaders. If you need an example of like who are born on number 1, so we can give an example of the ex-chief minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin. He born on directly 1, the March 1st, and Sundar Pichai. So if you want to know about more people who are born, you can Google and check. And then I forgot to mention other 2 important qualities of people born on 1 and 10. They're generally very quiet, and then they'll talk to only they'll talk how much it is necessary. They're not like very talkative. So that is one of the personality of 1 and 10. And then let's move to 19 and 28. 19, especially as I already mentioned, there are 2 planets combination for this birth number 1, like 1 and 9. And then 1 is very powerful. The 9 is again very powerful. It's like fire plus fire. It's a volcano. That's what I can say about it's like sun plus Mars is sun, like 2 times sun and 1 times Mars. So they are extraordinarily strong people. They are very strong. They have a very strong self-confidence. Like they're just like, hard like a rock. That's what I could say. And then very strong at leadership, and they have a large ego, and then they're very argumentative too. So you can't win them with your arguments. You just have to take a step back and then leave it whatever the argument if you're doing with the 19 born people, because you can't win, because they'll never agree. And then they're a bit rigid too, very rigid, not bit, they're very rigid. And this 19 born people, they'll think, they don't have much genuine friends. Like even though if they have a friend circle, they'll think, okay, they don't have a much genuine friends. So, and then and then even the 19 people, you will have all the basic characteristics. The personality, as I already mentioned, for 1 and 10 is the same, but the extra, like you're the overly influenced by these 2 strong planets. Like it's very difficult to deal with this particularly born on this people. For the people who are born on with other numbers, who are very soft in nature, who is like very emotional, for them this could be a little difficult. And then the people who are born on 28, it's the same, there's not much difference, but the change here, this 2 and 8, the 2 is ruled by moon, the emotional people, and 8 is the management, the Saturn, it's a good, and then they'll become a 1. So these, like people who are born on 28, you have all the qualities in the personalities I already shared, but you're slightly different. You are very emotional person, and then you will have a lot of mood swings because of a Saturn, because of the combination 2 plus 8, and then you will become a 1. So this 28 born people, they'll have a very strong the self-respect. If somebody harm their self-respect, they will go to any extent. Like you can't make them to say yes for like you can't damage their self-respect. They are ready to lose anything for their self-respect, this 28 born people. So that rigid when it comes to their self-respect, but they're too emotional too, very emotional, very sensitive, and then they'll have a lot of mood swings. So now these are the basic characteristics. It's in a general. When it comes to an individual person, yes, you will have all these. Maybe you will have some other extra characteristics too. So it depends on your parents, and then depends on your surroundings too. But these are the basic characteristics and the personalities you have already got it from your birth number. Now, just as not a negative, where you have to concentrate is, as I already mentioned, you are all ruled by sun. So you have to take care of your aggressiveness. Like you have to work on your patience level. So sometimes it's so difficult for this birth number 1 people to work under somebody. Like they hate to work under somebody as a subordinate. It's because they got that strong leadership skill, administration skill, commanding power and all. Due to their birth number, it's very difficult for them to work under somebody. If you're already working, and then maybe you will be already going through that, the kind of the stiffness, rigidness, that you can't be open, or like you can't, it is difficult. So like as slowly you grow in your life, or like you become old, that's like you will start getting adjust, or you will become little trying to be very humble, and then you will be open to change. That the life will life is a lesson for everyone will learn through. But these are the basic things, like you have to. And then the important thing, so this number 1 people, they will have a sudden gain in income and expenditure. So you have to take care of your finance. You will, so when you start spending money, you'll start spending everything. So be very careful about your finance. And then as you have a strong leadership skills and all, I have already told, it's so difficult to maintain people, manage people. So you will go through the anxiety and a lot of tension, so you have to take care of that, and then work on your patience level. So that's what I can think for a 28 people. So work on your emotional balance, as it's a 2 and 8 combinations. So this is the generic personality of birth number 1. All are ruled by sun. Best career options for birth number 1. As I already mentioned, it's so difficult for you to work on somebody. So doing an independent business, it's a very good option. You can't do a partnership. It's difficult for you to also to get adjust with other people, and for the other people it will be more difficult to get adjust with this birth number 1. So doing an independent business, yes, it is the best career option. So if I have to, for the business, if I have to give an example, Mukesh Ambani, whose birth number also 1. And be very careful if you have to get into the partnership. I'll just say avoid for a birth number 1. And then you can become a CEO of company. So I can give an example for that, Sundar Pichai. And you can become a good politician. Even in a politics, you can go to a higher position. So for that example, I can give Indira Gandhi. And then the birth number 1 people, you can try for a government jobs. You have that in your birth number. You can get into your government jobs. And then this 19 born people, especially for a 19 born, so for them it's a politics, and then the police department, even in an army as well, as you are ruled by both 2 very strong numbers, 1 and 9. You are a very good fit for army, the police department, IAS, IPS, and then the politics too. So those are the very best option for 19, and for 28 too, all the options. These are the best options, the best career options for birth number 1. And let's go to lucky colors for birth number 1. Lucky colors, as you rule by sun, you go and look at sun, what are the colors you can see. So those are your lucky colors, all shades of gold, yellow, orange and purple. So now don't ask me, you don't, like when you look at sun, you don't see purple. So still you can wear a purple. How do I use these lucky colors? How can they help? So the lucky colors, like whatever the clothes you wear, please pick only in these colors. They will bring more luck, or they'll keep your, you can be more relaxed when you are using these colors on a daily basis. On special events, you can wear these colors on special days, whatever the important days for you. So that is how you can use the lucky colors. And then your lucky days are of course Sunday, Monday and Thursday. How do I use this lucky days? So the lucky days, if you want to start anything new, you can start them on these days, or like any special event, you can do it on these days. So these days are very lucky for you. And then the lucky numbers for birth number 1, actually except 6 and 8, all other numbers are lucky for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. They are your lucky numbers. And 9, so they are your lucky numbers. But here I just wanted to give one warning. Just listening, this is only birth number. When it comes to individual, we have again life path number, name number, there's so many other numbers. We have to see the compatibility. If you are making any major change, like buying a phone number with this lucky numbers, or a car number, any other numbers, I don't suggest, because I don't know what are the numbers are there except this birth number. So just know lucky numbers as just lucky numbers. Don't make any major change. But the lucky colors you can start using, and the lucky days, if you want to start anything new or any special days, like anything for special, you can do it on those lucky days. I hope this birth number analysis could help you some extent. Please let me know your thoughts, and then I'll meet you guys in the birth number series 2. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you. Please subscribe and keep supporting.